Hi folks, welcome along to another Midlife Crisis Guys video. Thank you so much for joining me again. I need to address a question that was thrown to me on a tagged video, something of which I haven't really come across before. Tagged emails, tagged texts, that type of thing, social media generally, I kind of delete them, not very interested. But Gary Herts, you know who you are, has posted a video with an incredibly intriguing, thought-provoking question. And he has actually named me as one of the people that he tagged to answer said question or said quandary. So I'm out the window bit here, so let me explain. Gary has basically posed the question, name 5 things that you have learnt from YouTube. Obviously with preference to the explosion of the outdoor type channel community, of which one, yeah, I guess I hadn't even realised, but I am one now. And big thanks to to Gary for, he did a nice little piece about my channel, namely my name for my channel, the Midlife Crisis Guy.
That's just the best name for a channel ever, you know. See that? I mean, I think so many people must have seen his channel name and thought, damn, that's what I should have called myself, because let's face it, a lot of us watching this are Midlife Crisis Guy. So, yeah, Adam, he's a bit of an all-rounder, does solo stuff, he does bikepacking trips and all sorts. So, yeah, Adam, Midlife Crisis Guy, you've been tagged.
And I would like, at this point, to set the record straight. I have actually been honest about it before, in that I've put up a clip, and I will play that clip again. The fact that it wasn't my idea, it was a chap called Costas, who originally, when we both said about setting up a channel, we were going to do it together.
Midlife crisis, what should we do next? I know, let's go wild camping. Only a short title.
Just a short title, just for, if you didn't catch that on the mic, it was the Midlife Crisis, I don't know, what should we do? Oh, I know, let's go wild camping group.
And he came up with Midlife Crisis Guys, plural. But Costas has gone off to do other things, which is fair enough. So I've sort of taken the name, really. So yeah, Midlife Crisis Guy it is. But thanks for the compliments about the name of the channel. But I am kind of guessing it's pretty spot on, because my wife did jest with me when I quite often sit there watching YouTube and other various outdoor channels. She says, you're all very similar. You've all got beards. You're all middle-aged. And straight away there'll be a lot of people, oh, I haven't got a beard, but no, nor have I really. That's no excuse for a beard. But anyway, I digress. So Gary, he said 5 things that we have learnt that we would put in order of kind of importance of things that we have learnt exclusively from YouTube and from the outdoor community, and of all these channels that have evolved, these outdoory channels, whether they are kind of wild camping, bushcraft. In my case, it's more like bike packing. I really do enjoy that. It can be a product, a process, or an inspiration. And Gary did say that it's actually harder than you think. And I remember when I first saw his video, I thought, yeah, 5 things, that would be quite... But Gary, you are so right. When you really do think about it, it does make you scratch your head. And it's hard to sort of put them in any form of chronological order. In fact, yeah, I've really struggled with this, I'm not going to lie. Now, I don't know whether this will come out on GoPro, but I've learned through my walking, when you see in the distance, there's like a haze directly under the cloud. I mean, some people are like, yeah, that's obvious, but I was always very pleased. I learned at a young age when I grew up in the countryside, that is definitely heavy rain. And it's coming my way, and I haven't got a waterproof coat. So you know what? I will scrap the talking in my video here, and I will complete it when I get back to the warmth of my home with a cup of coffee. So I'll see you in a bit. Come on, Lalas. Go on then. What did I say about rain? It's actually just started hailing. This way. Product, process, or inspiration. Have to say, I just watched Really Big Monkey 1. Now, I've never seen him before, and he was on the list from Bushcraft Dads. That's one of the people that was tagged. So I just wondered if anyone else had replied the tag, and this chap has. And whoa, flipping brilliant. I've just subscribed to him, and I'm really big monkey one. Is his name Dave? I think his name's Dave, but really big monkey one anyway. Thanks to Bushcraft Dad and this whole thanks for sharing 5 tag thing, I watched your reply to the tag video, and whoa, what brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I sent a message to him on his channel actually, so I did say that I'm going to give him a shout out, and here we go. What a nice chap for it. Number 5, Dean Reed. So he is somebody that I wholeheartedly, I'm going to say, is one of the reasons that I started up my own YouTube channel. He was inspirational for me, all down to one photograph, which I am going to show you now. This one photograph of one of his films of the Peak District and his tent with him stood there looking up at the stars. Just something about that picture literally leapt out of the screen at me, and I just thought, wow, I am having some of that. So it had to go on my list of inspiration or inspirational things that I've seen on YouTube that has basically really inspired me. Of course, inspirational thing, it inspired me. I saw that picture. I am having some of that, I thought. Some products. There's a few things that I've kind of discovered just purely on the back of wild camping really, which again has been, you know, come purely on the back of YouTube. Gary has mentioned this in his list, and I'm afraid when you mentioned it, Gary, I thought actually that is true. It has been invaluable. Something so simple has just, I've utilised so many times, and it is the Humble mat. This thing is absolutely brilliant. It is just so simple, lightweight, cheap bit of foam, which obviously just saves me getting a wet ass basically so many times. It's absolutely brilliant. Also, it's a kneel pad. So the last wild camp I did recently, it's getting quite muddy, and obviously when you've got the smaller one-man tent, you're kneeling before you're going in. Just pop this down, save my wet knees. Just absolutely brilliant. The added bonus is, Matt, the guy that I went with, said that he'd seen somewhere this fantastic little extra thing that you can do with your mat, because obviously it's very lightweight. And the guy I was camping with, Matt, showed me a thing with his mat, and that is literally just to put a little hole in it and attach it to a strap. I've used my Insta360 camera, very posh strap, which I don't ever use with the cameras. Put it to a clip it to your belt, because again, on the recent camp that I went on, very quite windy, and these things are prone obviously to blowing away. So obviously attach it to oneself, it's not going to blow away. But yeah, the Humble mat as a product is brilliant. That's got to be a number 4. However, staying with the products, this little beauty, a few people have actually mentioned to me, I've used this a few times, it's a fantastic light, solar panel. I mentioned this before on what I packed for the Pennine Way, and a few people have said that's really good, where did you get it from? So it's solar panelled, it's got a USB, well actually let me show you, if you undo it, there's a place to plug in so you can charge it up USB, so nice and bright. But the fact is it comes with this kind of, you can use it to store stuff in as well, but it's also rubbery and it packs down nice and small as well. So this has kept me company on a few nights out, and it just hangs in your tent and provides really good light. So that is another product that I really love. And then here's one I prepared earlier. I love this so much, I really do. It's my wood burning stove. Now a friend of mine actually ordered this for camping, and I think he inadvertently ordered 2 because it came from the States, I believe. And it's just, I know recently on a couple of my camps that I've been on, I have actually just used the gas, which, you know, I'm just sometimes purely when I'm particularly on bike packing, if I just want something quick and easy, I'll use the gas. But I've said to myself, I want to use this a lot more, because there's just something really nice about a fuel burning stove. And I just love the design of this thing. I mean, the pot actually came with it. It just comes apart really easily. There we go, the fuel goes in there. It's just this, I don't know what it is about this. Everything about it is just, it fits perfectly. It works really efficiently. It doesn't take long to boil the water. Sorry about the noise there. That's a favourite as well. So regarding products, filthy now. It's tough really. Am I allowed to have those three things as a product, as my number 4? Well, that's what I'm going to do anyway. Those things I use a lot and I love. Number 3 on my list is going to have to be bike packing. Not everyone's cup of tea, bit random as well. It's not bushcraft. It's not, for me, really wild camping so much either. Which I've just realised I haven't even got wild camping on my list yet, and that's been such a massive thing. But I'm going to stick by my guns. Bike packing. I love my biking, as you probably, anyone that's seen my channel would have seen, either out on the mountain bike with Lara and Lily, the Spaniels, or a newly acquired CX bike, so a road bike. And I kind of trialled it last year. I did a couple of bike packing trips, one locally first of all, within 10-12 mile area. Then I went up a bit further afield on the Tissington Trail up near Ashbourne in the Peak District. And then I went off to Anglesey in Wales. So I've kind of gone further afield and I've done it, so I like to think sensibly. I've kind of gone out, tried my stuff and it's all worked. And my God, love it so much. The whole bike packing thing has come off the back of YouTube and videos I've seen on YouTube. Just the whole concept of bike packing I have embraced wholeheartedly. I genuinely love it. It ticks so many boxes for me. Because it still involves, basically, it's just really taking everything that I've got in my rucksack that I use on the Pennine Way for my hiking or while camping, putting it into panniers onto the back of my bike and then going off on my bike. So, and I'm still filming and I'm still cooking with the wild camping stuff. It just fits like a glove with all the things that I love. So as a hobby, bike packing ticks so many boxes. And boy, while I'm here now, I'll mention that my next video, I am hopefully going to show you some new pannier systems that I've just purchased. And really can't wait. I haven't used it yet. And again, I might just go out on a local one very soon just to try out my new sort of set before I go further afield. And I've got a few trips hopefully planned for this summer, fingers crossed. Bike packing, love it. Some of the comments I get now, Dave, I say Dave, he learns a lot from all the comments he gets. And that's one of the things I love about having a YouTube channel is lots of people do take the trouble, and some regular as clockwork, for which I'm eternally grateful. You don't know, it's always so nice to get feedback from any of my videos. I genuinely mean that. And I do appreciate it, and I will endeavour to reply to anyone that leaves a comment, good or bad. I will always reply, and if it is bad, I don't just rant and rave back again. I totally accept that what I do, the choices I make, won't be everyone's cup of tea, and I totally understand that. So I just appreciate people taking the trouble to let me know their comments and their views on what they've seen. So yeah. But the ones that really stick out are the ones where, Cyclist Anne is the person that I have to mention, because hers literally just made me melt. And I will find the clip and I will post it now. It just meant so much. So comments that come back to me, the feedback I get, wonderful. And that's one of the great sort of inspirational things that I get that drives me forward for making these videos. So there you go, that's another one. And then finally, I have to say, these are all a little bit boring really. They're not really things. Obviously I've had my camping stuff that I mentioned earlier. The inspiration was the one, that I'm giving other people inspiration. But YouTube generally, the outdoor channels that I've subscribed to and watched, seeing people getting out there, those words might ring true, just make me want to live life to the full. And let me just elaborate, that sounds a bit namby-pamby really. We are all only on this planet once, okay? And I firmly believe, more than ever now, having seen that empire of YouTube and all the different things that people get up to keep themselves busy, that go out to enjoy, particularly the outdoors, it is just amazing. Thank you so much to YouTube, because it's really kicked me up the arse to get out there, okay? I really don't want to be sat watching stuff thinking, oh, I wish I could do that, and not doing it. Do you see what I mean? It's made me go and get on my bike and go and get out there. So I've used that as a bit of a tagline this year. And I kind of mention it again because, and I've said this on a few of my other videos, it's all too easy to sit around and talk and say, we need to go and do this, we need to go and do that. And I understand everyone's lives are complicated, they're very busy, work, family, the work-family life balance or whatever. But try at some point just to go outside, go for a walk, go for a camp, go for a walk in the woods, go for a hike. It's such good medicine. It really is medicine. That's the way I look at it. So I'm going on now. I hope I've encapsulated a few things there of, I'm just relaying back to you that I've got from YouTube. It's not really a top 5. I mean, I can mention products as well. The GoPro, I love the GoPro. But this thing, the Insta360 camera, amazing, gives me wonderful views and everything, but you don't need cameras. You know, you don't need a YouTube channel. You just need to get out and go for a walk, go to a viewpoint, take the breath in, watch the sunrise, watch the sunset. I'm going off on one now, but just get out there. You'll only regret it if you don't. These are all experiences that we're only here once. Just make the most of it. Shut up, Adam, I'm going on too much now. If you feel that you'd like to list on your channel, or even not on your channel, if you just want to drop me a message on this video, that would be great. Just and I'll tag you on my comments below the video, if you see what I mean, which will send people to have a look at what your list of 5 things are that have inspired you off YouTube. I hope that all makes sense, because yeah, like Really Big Monkey one, I don't really know of individuals that I could individually tag, because I again have subscribed to so many different people. I mean, yeah, Dean Reed, there you go. Dean, can you tell me 5 things that have inspired you off YouTube? I'd love to know, but he's a busy man. I'm not sure that he'd reply to me at all. But yeah, do drop me a message anyway. And then finally, just a message to Gary and Bushcraft Dads. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that tag. It's been really challenging, to be honest. It's been on my mind a lot. It's really hard. And I can't have definitive 5 individual things. It's just a lot of things. But I guess that's the whole point of this, really. You know, as you rightly said, we take for granted this whole YouTube thing. You know, it's a phenomenon. I can't say that word. And yeah, huge, and I've totally embraced it and thoroughly enjoy it. So thank you for listening to my drivel. I've come to the end. If you like what you've seen, please drop us a like. I'd appreciate that. Check out Bushcraft Dads Channel. I'm going to leave a link for that. Really Big Monkey 1. Check out his channel. I'll leave a link for that as well. And get out there.